Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Fortnite Battle Royale, and Season 7 is finally dropped. We finally get a look at the new map, including this giant area covered in snow, as you guys can see on the southwest end of the map. A lot of new locations, but today's video specifically, I wanted to give you guys a full tour, a full guide of the new location, Polar Peak. This is a pretty dope area. There's a lot of cool features about this, including the new zip line, which I will get to here in a little bit. But I wanted to give you guys just a quick little guide and show you guys what all there is to offer, or what all that the Polar Peak does have to offer, and hopefully give you guys an idea that haven't played the map yet of what this is like. So there's actually two different buildings. There's this one at the very top of the hill, and then there's a smaller one down at the bottom of the hill too that are connected down there. We'll start up here. So essentially, you can land at the top. You can't get up there unless you you fly in. But there's generally some loot up on the top of this thing. I'll go up here real quick, give you guys a look. You can go around. I think this is 360. Yep, this is 360 here. Generally loot on the ground, and then there's a bunch of stuff at the top. So this is a pretty cool area to land. You can either land up here or you can land at the bottom of the hill. But these are the two main areas here at the Polar Peak. I'm going to head downstairs. As you guys can see, it's just a snowy area. And there's generally a chest down here. There's not always going to be two. And they're in different locations. I am playing in playground mode, so there is always going to be chests in every location that there can be. But as you guys can see, that's pretty much it. This is the main area down here. Like I said, there's generally going to be one chest, sometimes two, and then you have the upstairs where you generally are going to land at. So this is the first building. This is a pretty good spot to land. Let's see if I can get out. There we go. Let's hop in this little quad racer here, and we'll go down here. So as you guys can see, that's the first building, and then down here there are two buildings, basically the same as up top. These two are just connected, and it's pretty much the same exact thing. There's a downstairs and upstairs. Random weapons laying on the ground. Go up here. I think, yep, there's generally a chest in each one of these. I think in an actual game there's only going to be one chest per side. Depending, it can be upstairs, it can be downstairs. There's a couple different locations. But again, I don't want you guys to think there's going to be chests in every single one of these locations every single game, because it may change up. But yeah, so we're on the other side now, and then as you guys can see, this is where it connects in the middle. So there's not really a whole lot down here. You know, it looks a lot bigger than it is. And I don't even believe you can get in here. Yeah, that's a wall. So that's pretty much it for the Polar Peak, the top of the Polar Peak. Now, what my favorite part about all this is the zip lines. And if I can find my quad racer, I'll take you to one of them. Now, the zip lines will take you to different areas on the map. One of them down here actually takes you really far to one of the complete opposite sides of the map. Let's ride down here. So, as you can see, there's one up there that takes you down, right down there, and then one right over that direction. Then there's one on this side. I'll drive over to it really quick. Alright, so it's down here, as you guys can see. I'm going to drive down. There's another little small building down here with generally loot inside. I think there's a chest in there right now. There's not always a chest. And then there's a little chest down here at this campsite, which is pretty dope. See if we can get anything good. Not really. I'll take that. But essentially, the zip lines are all here, and they take you to different areas. So obviously, like this one in the middle right here is going to take you to that mountain. This one will take you straight down below, not very far. But then this one will take you all the way to this town over here, which is a different area. Now, all you got to do to use these zip lines is jump. They're magnetic. So you stand under it, and you just jump up. Well, if I can get it right, there you go, and it grabs you. And you really don't have to do anything. You can shoot. You can do pretty much whatever you want on this thing. You can use shields. You can use chug jugs, which is nice. And it takes you across. You do have to watch out. You don't want to get shot while you're riding on one of these things. But then it works vice versa as well. You can go right back up if you want to. So I think the Polar Peaks is a pretty cool spot. To be quite honest with you, I am disappointed with how many buildings and structures there are up here. There's a lot of these little mini, I guess you could call it like castle buildings. I don't even know what the technical term for these are, but it looks like an old school castle that's just kind of been run down and destroyed. So it's not, I don't think it's that special, but I do think that the zip lines kind of make up for there not being a whole lot of stuff up here. But you know, it's whatever. So again, guys, you've got the building at the top, which is one of the main landing locations. You've got these 2 buildings down here. I would recommend landing up at the top just because you're going to have height advantage. So if anybody else on the other team, whether you're playing solo, maybe you're playing squads, if any bad guys are going to land down here, yeah, they might have 2 buildings depending on how many people land here, but you're going to have height advantage in all of what's up there. So I would recommend landing at the top. There's also zip lines on all sides of the mountain, so if you want to dip really quick, maybe you think you're going to be outnumbered, then you can hit one of these zip lines and get out. Sometimes there are quad racers up here. I actually brought that quad racer up here from a different area, but I believe earlier when I played that one of them spawned up here, which is nice. So if you want to move around quickly, definitely get a quad racer. But you guys can see there's zip lines everywhere. You can ride the zip lines down here. There's 2 more over there. There's 2 more down here. These things go like far. They go off into so many different directions. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to give you guys a first look at the polar peaks, give you guys kind of a little tutorial, a guide on how to navigate through it and if it's worth going. Personally, I don't think it's like a really good drop-off spot. I just don't think it's worth going to. Like I said, the zip lines are dope and all, but not a lot of loot up there, not a lot going on, and it's a pretty big area. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy the walkthrough. If you guys have any questions about the polar peak, make sure to leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to help some of you guys out. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.